Hi everybody, welcome to another edition of Tactical Tuesday. I'm Steve Fisher, the Director of Education and Training for the USCCA, and I'm joined here by my teammate and good friend Mike Brickner. Today Mike and I have the privilege of being at an indoor range, and they've allowed us to step forward so that we can work on shooting from an alternative shooting or firing position. Today we're going to work on shooting from standing to the kneel, right? All right, Mike, why don't you help everybody out there understand why we practice going from a stand to a kneel and shooting from the kneeling position?
Okay, a couple different reasons why you'd want to potentially be kneeling when you're shooting is, let's say you're out in an environment and you need to take cover. It's a lot easier to get down behind something and have the ability to block rounds that are coming at you.
Yeah, not always are we going to be able to find cover that's 6 foot tall. Sometimes that cover is going to be down a lot lower.
Right, exactly. And the other reason being, if you are in an environment where there's a lot of people around, if you're down on your knees and you're lower than the target that you're shooting, your bullet's actually going to leave the muzzle traveling at an upward trajectory, meaning if it were to go through the person, over-penetrate, it's less likely to hit an innocent bystander that's maybe standing behind the target that you're shooting at.
Let's show everybody real quick, Mike. Why don't you just take a kneel here? And what Mike's talking about with the trajectory, if he presents, now no guns, just empty hands right here, you can see this upward angle here, especially if he kneels, if he sits back. He's got an upward angle here. If you follow this trajectory right now, you're going to follow through the target here, and it's going to continue to pass through. And soon after, I'm about 3 feet behind the target right now, that round is already higher than my head, and I'm 6 foot 2 inches tall. Okay, so if he were standing and he's taking aim here, that round is going to continue to go until it loses all of its energy, and it could pick up anybody yards, dozens of yards behind that target, initial target. So dropping to the knee serves two purposes. It helps you get behind cover if the cover is low, and it helps to make sure that the innocent bystanders behind, if we're in a situation, we're in public and there's a lot of people around and somebody's doing a horrific crime and you're going to defend yourself and others, you take that angle and you're not going to get any collateral damage. Okay? So what we're going to do right now, Mike, okay, you're already loaded, right?
Correct.
We're going to put our hearing protection on. We're going to turn, and from the stand, Mike's going to draw his firearm. He's going to go down, and there's going to be a couple of different kneeling positions that we'll demonstrate for you today. So whichever one Mike chooses to do first is up to him. But he'll draw then, and he'll go down into a kneeling position and shoot a controlled pair. He'll then scan and assess the situation. When he determines all is clear and safe, he's going to then stand and then reholster. Okay, so he's going to keep that gun ready at all times, because when he stands again, he'll reassess one more time and then reholster. Okay, so he'll do a controlled pair like that from one kneeling position and then do an alternative kneeling position as well. Mike, you ready to show everybody?
Ready.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to start out with two knees down at the same time simultaneously, and then I'm going to take my two shots.
Outstanding. So shooter ready?
I am. All right.
Okay. And begin. Okay, so two knees, right? Mm-hmm. Now why don't you demonstrate taking one knee?
All right.
All right, so standing to kneel. Mike unholstered. He dropped forward to two knees, leaned back, got a good stable platform, acquired a sight picture, and fired a controlled pair. He scanned, okay, he determined that it was safe. He stood straight up by just leaning forward and, well, standing up, right? And then he scanned again and reholstered. And then the second demonstration, Mike went to one knee. Okay, we prefer one knee for the most part, but sometimes you may not be able to do that, right?
That's one thing that you're going to be able to determine when you practice this is what's going to work best for your body type. For me, it's the one knee. Some people, it's going to be the two knee. Myself, I'm a little bit limited in the flexibility of my knees. That's something you want to figure out ahead of time and you want to practice with. It's always good to figure out what your limitations are before you actually need to employ your skills.
Great demonstration, Mike. I thank everybody out there for joining us again. And as always, I remind you, train hard, train safe, and train always. Have a great day.